In this tutorial, we're going to look at how to set up the 2x10 to control a Zwave socket. And we have a Z stick. We're using the Z stick as the network controller. The first thing we have to do is add the 2x10 to the Z stick's Zwave network. And we do that by entering program mode. And you'll need to refer to the 2x10 manual for all the different button combinations in program mode. We enter program mode by pressing button 1 and 2 and the spanner, and then we choose what we want to do, which is to go into the record mode, and we put the Z stick into include mode and we press button 5, and we can see that the Z stick light has flashed and we got an auditory feedback on the 2x10 indicating that it had joined the network. So I've previously added the socket to the network. We no longer need the Z stick. All the associations now between the 2x10 and the Zwave appliances are carried out on the 2x10 itself. The Z stick is only required to add it to the network. And similarly, if you have a Zwave network using a Vera or a BNext gateway or any other Zwave gateway, you only need the gateway initially to add the 2x10 to the network. So we go into program mode. We want to create an association between the 2x10 and the socket. So we will choose record mode, and this time we choose 3. And 3 opens up a button for group control. And the buttons are laid out in pairs. You've got group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will choose group 1, and then we press the include button on the socket, and we heard an auditory feedback. So an association has been made between group 1 on the 2x10 and the socket. Now we still need to open up button 2 for group control, back into program mode, record 3, and choose that button, and exit program mode. So now we should be able to turn off and on the socket from group 1. There's the socket off, there's the socket on. So we've got group 1 off, group 1 on, group 2 off, group 2 on, group 3 off, group 3 on, and so on. Off, on. And we can add up to 8 Zwave devices to each group, so you can create kind of scenes. And the nice thing about this method of using Zwave is that we no longer require the gateway, and the socket could be brought to another location, for example at work or at school or on holidays, and still be controlled from the 2x10.